All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SBL Week 9. My name is AJ0, and I am contractually obligated to cast every Week 9 in the history of the SBL, bringing you EGD versus Ornub here, a huge first place matchup, joined here by 30 and very excited to be, so.
Yeah, it should be fun. First time casting in a long time for me. This will be the second cast of the season for me, but I don't think we're done here. I think we have a third mystery caster here in the production booth. Everybody, Thrifty Senpai here. Hello.
Hey, I figured, we got a first place match here. Why not? Let's bring a third hype. Let's get a third man in.
Hell yeah.
Bring in the big guns for the big game, and I hope this lives up to the hype of the night so far, as we've had two very exciting games on stream already. Clowny moments, some good moments, some players going big, some Heimerdinger bands. What more could you ask for?
This is SBL. Like, this is what we want. We got Week 9, second to last season, second to last regular play of the last season, and we're clowning it up like we have through the best of times.
Yeah, but unfortunately we won't see any more Heimerdinger play tonight as Ornhub bans it away.
But we could see some of the big picks coming through for enemy gators down. The Maokai and the Thresh, both available here, as well as the full roster of AD carries for Mr. Tuesday.
I wonder almost if Ornhub decided that they want to make a trade here. They're like, hey, we kind of want Thresh or Maokai. Give us one.
Does Sensory GG play Thresh?
I don't think so, actually.
I think I've heard he plays everything.
Wait a minute. Am I seeing the caster card right, Swift? Did these teams play almost identical comps last week?
Yes. Wow.
Except for Aatrox and Xerath in the mid lane.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh, but it's not going to be a trade. That's Thresh available for hook resets.
Yeah. Wow. We're seeing pretty Devin Cumber picks here. The Xerath, one of Sinister Beyblade's go-to fallback picks here. When he doesn't have the. Actually, wait. Huh? He chose that over the Katarina.
What?
oh my God! What you?
Dude,
what world are we
I understand.
living in?
It was the mind game. Enemies gate is down as a whole level passes. So like everyone's banned Katarina the entire time. If we don't ban it, they're just not gonna notice. Everyone's banned it, and he's like, yep, pick Xerath.
I mean, okay. Granted, yeah, Twitch chat, yeah, Kaiser bringing up a good point here. Do you play Katarina into? I guess Thresh wasn't even picked at that point, but into Maokai.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still Katarina. It's still Sinister Beyblade.
There's
on Katarina.
this point where you have to. If that pick is everything you've told us it is, you have to be able to pick it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. A one trick. They don't fear death itself. They pick
the one trick. The one trick plays the one trick. But
maybe Ornhub really just feels they played Xerath 5 of the last 5 of the last 6 games.
Yeah, no.
All 5 of those games have been wins. So maybe they do not want to change what has worked, what has gotten them from 1 and 2 to 6 and 2.
I think that is a big part of it. It's if it's not broke, don't fix it. We have a strat. Let's keep it going strong.
Yeah, and as much as I want to see that Katarina, I don't blame them. Maybe in a best of 5 where they have multiple shots, we would definitely see that Katarina if it was left open. But both of these teams getting a lot of comfort, which we didn't even get to talk about the Kaisa coming through for EGD. That's been another one of these just gigantic picks this season.
Yep, played it twice so far, both wins on it as well. So they might just be assembling this, sort of safe tank line and then scale up the Kaisa.
Yeah.
I'm
Kaisa
excited.
Thresh also puts a lot of pressure in the bot lane. Like that has a lot of kill potential.
Yeah, it does, and that's good. They want to have some power in that bot lane to go up against the Mighty Wolf and Sensory GG, who. Bot lane is going to be exciting in this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game where it's gonna be important. Like, oh man, there's good matchups all over the place. Good one. We have Beyblader's bestest one. Bot though is like the place to look at here.
Yeah, if you want to go big picture and legacy stuff, this game could be the deciding factor in which bot lane players make the All-Star teams this season. These two, I mean, I think are clearly the best two bot lanes in the league.
They are miles ahead of all the others.
And this is the game that, if I had a gun to my head vote right now, I'm not sure which of these lanes I would pick as the better lane.
But see, fortunately for you, in less than an hour, I hope, you'll have a resolution for that.
Yeah, this could be big as we see some pretty exciting picks coming through to round things out. Camille for Dubdrum, Yasuo for the bestest one, which he will be playing into that Xerath. And now Sensory GG rounding things out for his team, picking a top laner. I would be shocked if it's this Galio, but On the Wind's gonna be going in on the G spot tonight.
We don't see a lot of Galio nowadays.
No, especially in the top lane. That is I'm not feeling orny for that pick.
No, and this seems like it's gonna turn into a wet noodle slap fight between Maokai and Galio.
But that's what Gwen wanted.
Exactly.
EGD's got to be very happy about that last pick. I thought the Poppy ban was really intelligent here. It looks like there has been maybe some faith lost in the Echo from On the Winds that in previous seasons we almost always would have seen picked here. But if you look at this, the last 3 weeks, it had been the Poppy pick out of On the Winds, and it's been a big part of what's made his team work.
I would say that's something like a really, really underrated champion from him. Like On the Wind's Poppy play has been pretty consistent, like throughout all the times. Like he was playing it before she got reworked and became a good champion, actually. Also, I mean, maybe it's I don't think Echo is like particularly well situated for top lane in the current meta.
Yeah, as little as I know about the game in its current state, Echo doesn't seem like a pick that would thrive.
I mean, they've really Riot has made it abundantly clear they really, really don't like the tank Echo build, which was kind of when he really thrived at the top lane. And I mean, you can still make it work, but it's just not nearly as good as what it used to be. And it's kind of finally, Riot's kind of forced you to be like, hey, if you want to actually do good on Echo, a lot of times you need to do the AP build. You got to play him like this kind of weird assassin.
Right. You need to have some risk for you jumping around, phase diving everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is at the end of the day, Ornhub, they rounded up some beefy tanks in Galio and Sejuani, and hell, even Braum. And on the other side, though, what I thought was going to be some more tanks, or at least a little bit more protection for Kai'Sa. No, they just stacked on more damage. And melee carry damage as well with Camille and Yasuo. But I guess we've already seen bestest one play Yasuo this season, right? To I think good success.
The thing is, like, I mean, that gives them a lot of good ways to get onto the Xerath and the Misfortune. Yasuo can be pretty effective against Misfortune while being broken as all get out. And Camille, anyone who can get onto Xerath, like, he's going to have a bad time. We're going to have to see a lot of work out of Galio and Braum to make sure to keep him safe in these team fights.
Yeah, and to me, maybe the more important thing is we're going to have to see a lot of work to keep everyone safe before the team fights break out. There's just such fast pick potential out of this EGD composition. Ornhub is going to have to be on top of their mid-game macro to not just start hard inting in the jungle.
Yeah, do you think Dubjum on this Camille is going to try to fight off Thor's Sejuani and try to take him out of the game?
Oh, yes. Yes. These guys, there is some tension whenever any of the boosted friendship boys play each other. And to get a jungle matchup, it's harder for two junglers to have more belief in themselves than these two do. And I think Dubdrum very personally wants to eliminate Thor from this game.
Yeah, that's something that, like, they really get off on dunking on their opponents, like dunking on their friends. Like, they have that group is one of the groups that like always argues about the pecking order of like where they stand compared to each other when it comes to SBL. So anytime you have a chance to flex on your ex teammate, you know, you're not gonna pass on that.
And it's always really exciting to watch them flex on each other because it's crazy that such a big group of players, there's really never been a clear pecking order. Like, I can't come in and say, oh, yes, objectively, of the boosted boys, you know, here's your 1, your 2, your 3 down the line, like I could with a lot of our other bigger groups within the league. These guys have all been pretty consistently high-tier players in the league. And so when you're also closely competitive, it usually just comes down to who won the matchup the last time. They get to talk all of the shit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, the thing is, like, there has been times when you can like get kind of a clear pecking order, but like their skills have shifted around. Like some people have gotten better and worse, just like depending on like meta or like who's been playing more recently. It keeps in flux. So like you said, I mean, there's always a chance for someone to be talking shit to the other one.
Alright, so looking at summoners here, nothing too crazy. 2 ignites coming out for EGD, an exhaust and a cleanse coming out for Ornhub. Teleports from the top laners.
Yeah, exhaust definitely necessary on that Braum. You got a lot of shit you need to peel, and you're really not looking like. And Braum MF is not looking for a kill lane on Kaisa Thresh.
Yeah, I mean they picked Braum after seeing Thresh, so they already kind of opt into the strategy of, yeah, we don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah, no, it's like, alright, cool, fuck this, we don't want to deal with that shit.
And I mean, maybe that was purposeful, leaving Thresh up and having him pick it. Maybe this is all part of the master plan.
Yeah, I mean, that could definitely be a bit of a bait there.
Here we go. Loaded up on the Rift, game 3.
Welcome to the Rift.
And we do see Ornhub maybe trying to set something up at level 1 here. They're all heading straight down this mid lane, but they're
gonna scout him out though.
The exciting 10 seconds.
Yep.
Comes to an end, as always.
Riveting gameplay as out goes the cleanse, Sinister Beyblade. With that lovely, lovely fat finger.
But it was out of vision, so no one on the enemy team should know.
Yeah, I was saying, fortunate for him. So, assuming things don't go bad in the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, just play it cool.
No one does.
Play it like you do have a cleanse.
Be glad that Riot never added enemy team timers for summoner spells. That sounds like something they would think about. Like, somebody at a Riot meeting has said, should we like have all chat callouts when summoner spells get blown?
Is that like a
just
season
like
13 edition? Make the game even easier.
Oh no, please.
As long as they had callouts when people died at jungle camps, too.
Oh, I could use that in my life. Always shame them.
It's only the minor shame so far with that cleanse being blown. Maybe before he'd end up needing it.
Yeah, I say, I don't see a situation here where, like, the only situation I could see where it would matter actually is if he accidentally messes up and he gets all in by Yasuo at like level 2-3 and he really would have liked to take off the Ignite 6, and that makes a difference, but at that point, like, you really have to up and you know to play around that situation because you don't have the cleanse as well.
He finishes his red and he actually takes it forever.
Oh, but a level 2 rush on a hook on Tuesday. They're getting the hook, they get the flay onto the Mighty Wolf. He has to flash towards his jungle. He's running towards Thor. So they may have to settle up for just putting the damage on the sentry. The jungler is here, but this is still maybe a good fight for Tuesday. Look, no, I stand. But no, I do not stand for Tuesday. Gets the kill onto the Braum. And now it's a lot of danger for everyone on this team. Hook, though, misses the easiest hook in his life, but it might not matter. Thor is so low. Can Hook flash play? No, Thor flashes out. All of the summoners blown in the bot lane.
That's a huge start though here. Hook resets Mr. Tuesday. All the summoners blown, but they get the kill in the first blood.
Yeah, even
that's
on
a
the
start
champ
back
that
too.
didn't
Like
think they were
Thor
gonna
has
kill.
back. Yeah. No, and, like Thor has to go back now. That messes up his jungle path and timing. That gives Dub Jump the advantage in the jungle now.
Yeah, a great start for EGD, and not a mistake we normally see out of Fiona bot lane, but what would the story of SBL Season 11 be without bot lane sticking the level 1 versus level 2 fight?
Oh yeah, just really solid. I mean, they took the advantage of that though, like and then with Dub Jump gonna come to this top lane now, get the gank on the win. Top flash gonna try to get out of here. Nice though, very solid gank. Advantage gonna continue for these guys.
Yeah, you at least forced a Gwen to have the flash there, so that is both the flashes down from the top lane. But EGD is looking like they're bouncing back from that loss from last week, at least early on here.
Yeah, off to a good start with this early game.
We do see some aggressive. Oh, maybe a bait there. Since GG's gonna take a little bit of damage.
Yeah, close. He was a little closer. That could have been a lot more painful. Extra tower shot would have made quite a bit of a difference there. I imagine that Enrique is down one. They probably wanted to back there actually. It was in a pretty good spot for the wave.
Yeah, the Mighty Wolf has been kind of finding some work down here in the spot lane, despite having had a support that he is up almost 2 waves here.
Yeah. So, I mean, he will have. There is a full wave coming in for Mr. Tuesday. That is like versus
That's
no
true.
wave at all. So that will clean up a bit of it. But he does have the CS lead, despite the fact.
And that's bad. This should be, I would think, Tuesday and Hook Resets straight bullying in the 2 versus 2 if they're playing ideally, but that just speaks to the skill of the Mighty Wolf.
Yeah, I think it's interesting here because I think the Mighty Wolf is the better AD carry over Mr. Tuesday, but I think Hooker Resets is the better support.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, kind of balances it out.
So yeah, it makes for an interesting lane here.
Yeah, but so Tuesday's coming back with that pickaxe, but I assume Mighty Wolf will follow up with the back here.
Yeah, I think Wolf wants to do one more wave, then he can get a BF sword, so despite having given up first blood in his lane...
He'll actually come back to lane ahead of time.
Oh, they actually got the pullback onto Sensory GG here. They are still pursuing. Dub Jump flies in here. Hook resets, landing that one, and Sensory GG goes down. Yeah,
the snowball gonna get started in the jungle now as well, as this early game massacre continues for EGD. And Ornhub, this is a team, when we've seen them lose their games, they have not lost with much style. They have lost hard and fast.
Yeah, that does not strike me. Like, that's not surprising to me with, like, the people on that team. Some of the people on that team definitely are very momentum-driven players.
That is such a polite way of saying those motherfuckers tilt. And those motherfuckers tilt! I mean, we know Wolf is a tilter, we know Wind is a tilter. I don't know Sensory GG, but he might be tilted with how this game's going, although 474 is here on the flank. Hook resets could be in some big danger. He's 1 hit away from being stunned, and I think that's going to be an easy kill here, as he's just trying to buy a little time, but they will pass that one over to the Mighty Wolf.
Yeah, Flash was barely just up, but it was a long lane to run, so I don't know if he would even gotten out with the flash there.
He was not making it out even if he had the flash up.
I was gonna say they have low mental fortitude, but I think your way was where I look when they go this way.
You know me, I'm a poet, but Sensory GG maybe in some danger here, as Bestus. No, not gonna find any knockups there.
Yeah, if he he just didn't have the queue up ready. Like if he had the knockup ready, he would have been able to chain that, and we'd be seeing a very different story. But I mean, he has a bit of help. Like he's got Thresh play. Like I think Camille colliding also triggers his ult. Got knockback, so fortunately for Bestus one, he doesn't have to do it all on his own.
Right. Yeah. Plenty of help to engage. But first strike on the field gonna be an Inferno, so that's something to look out for. But Dub Jump, he's looking up top now with the gank on the win. Not much to do there. Once again, Flash barely up. Or not up yet.
Yeah.
What a clean gank out of Dub Jump. I watched him set up in that river bush and I was like, there's no way he can find a kill here. And then Dub Jump knows how to push this Camille very aggressively. The second on the win steps forward without a flash, they find the kill. And this is going to be rough for the carries on Ornhub if Dub Drum keeps the snowball going.
Yeah, so he's having a great start here. Something I'm kind of worried about as well is the Galio build. Looks like he's trying to go for a Roa, but that's going to be a very late Roa complete.
Oh, max range hook sets it up for the Yasuo, and GG goes down quick. Mighty Wolf not able to do much here to help out his teammate, and EGD 5 kills on the board.
Yeah, and hook resets just... this is going about as well as the first time. As maybe Mighty Wolf goes a little too deep here. The Ignite comes down. Yasuo going to get it with a late taking out Beyblade with an awful roam as well. Gives a free kill over to Mr. Tuesday. I didn't see the setup, but I have to imagine it was as bad as it looked. And now EGD is up 7-1 on kills, over 3,000 gold. They're going to get the first Infernal Drake. And they look to just be taking this game by the balls.
Yeah, they started off strong. It was looking at least fine for bot lane, because like bot lane was still ahead on CS and everything like that, but that lead's lost now. Like, Kaiser's 3-0-1, caught back up on CS.
Yeah, it's and all. I see that the gold is also spread throughout their entire team. It's not just like one lane that.
Oh,
maybe
they're ahead
shut
across
down.
the board.
Exactly.
Every single person is ahead of their opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually the best situation you could ask for, and that Infernal Drake to top it up.
And they're gonna, you know, if Gwen's gonna hit Tapsy on the win building that Roa, like you mentioned, it's gonna be a long time before he gets relevance in this game.
Yeah.
This EGD's gonna be super happy to be where they are. And to me, the pick that's defined this game so far has been hook resets on that Thresh. It has been such an insane amount of pressure with the flays, with the hooks. I mean, he wasn't that getting more kills at level 1 or level 2. This game could be even more blown out of proportion if that fight had gone better.
Yeah, that sums it up very accurately. There's gonna be a lot of pressure on Core here to try and make some plays to be able to turn it around. Like, I feel like that's their best best hope here. He's in the bot lane now. He can try come up the bush here, exploit this lack of vision.
Yeah, they're gonna bait. You see the MF comes downtown, gets some damage on a Tuesday, but that will not be enough. And whether it was a bait or a mistake, we won't know.
No, that was a very purposeful hook out of hook resets. It's actually the same type of hook he was going for on Thor earlier in the game, but mind gamed it a little too hard early.
That was
guessed it right here.
Gorgeous hook. It forced him to either have to walk back in, like, if he would have kept walking the straight way, he would have walked into that hook, basically. He flashed instead, caught him on the flash line.
Yeah, now this is the second time this season we've seen Cal play the hooker, although this could be a moment just on the wind, stuck in that Pentagon of Hell as they're trying to finish this one off. Ooh, a bad flash out of wind. He's still going to lose his life in the process. Now when Gwen joins the 2-0 party.
Oh, man. That's bad. You see that flash out, and you know that Jojo's going to be all over that. And now we see Gwen coming down bot. He's going to try and see to bail his team out here.
Yeah, Kaisa playing very aggressively, gets the ult and is able to get the kill, playing with fire successfully. Now they're turning this onto the Braum. They're gonna get him. Another kill for Kaisa, another kill for Maokai. This lead is up to 4,500 golds.
They just got away with everything there too. Hook resets should have gone down.
Oh,
Tuesday.
they're not done.
Oh no!
Lord, the map is not safe. Summoner Slip is not safe. You have to flee. Run to the twisted tree line!
Oh, dude, Beyblade's coming down.
No
He's asking for it, too.
Oh, man.
He's coming down. He's looking
He's
for it.
all the way down. Tuesday gets away with the sliverest of slivers, and now Beyblade has run straight into the tree. That's a flash required to escape.
There is no safe spaces on Summoner's Rift.
Wow, EGD, they it's like they're on a mission just for blood. They're
Yeah.
all over the map too. In Dub Jump, I mean, so for me at least, he's been the MVP of this game. It's the early game map movement. He was all over the place. Thor was missing from the map.
And he was just he buried top lane. Like, he's like, you know what our team does great, when Agwing gets ahead and he's having a good time, we have a good time. Let's put wind in the turret. And he has just had an immense amount of pressure on that top lane.
Yeah, Dum, what an incredible player in the jungle, and having yet another fantastic season. Probably the best dumb League of Legends player I've ever known by a long shot.
He's definitely up there for, like, best dumb League of Legends player.
Sometimes watching Dum play, it's like if Manlord the Miracle was also like 25% Faker.
That's a scary combination with all that miracleness.
That is a nightmare.
And 25%
right
of Faker? Holy man.
How much? Okay, here's the theoretical question for you guys. How much Faker do you think you'd have to inject into one of the bad teams this season for them to win the SBL? Well, maybe we don't have a chance here. The fastest one is a long way from safety. He does have a Gwen coming in though, flashing in. Fastest one flashing out of some of the danger here, and he's trying to put the damage on a nice double knock on the tornado. Gonna turn into one kill, and now turns into a double for the Yasuo, and Xerath does not get there in time.
It just keeps happening. It's like EGD sets up these perfect baits. They're just like, yeah, look at it. We're sub 100 health. Get in there. And it's all perfectly played.
And they're gonna keep it up. Beyblade, you are not safe. I told you. Twisted tree line. Vote 2 members of your team off of the map and get to the twisted tree line.
That's the only way you're gonna have a better time.
Who do you kick off the team for the Baddy Tree Line League? Is it Wind and Sensory, the 0-4 boys?
Probably.
Wait, for 3v3.
Yeah. You're not playing. You're not hypothetical 3v3 on the tree line instead. Who do you vote off the island?
That's like freaking Masters.
Oh yeah, that's the bestest one. So like that's like, dude, the tree line's not even safe.
The
They're
tree
the
line
bestest one.
Dude, oh man,
there's only one team you're truly safe in. It's fast, it's fun, and no longer alive. It's Dominion.
Oh man, Ornhub wants to get this Infernal Draco and see it if they can seek an objective somewhere, but EGD not gonna let them take that as this lead. This is Diet Gold lead. Why does no one on Ornhub know how to lose slow?
Well, you gotta take risks to get ahead, right?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of the stuff they're going for doesn't look risky on paper, it looks pretty calculated.
Teleport cancels. Okay, good.
But then EGD just keeps turning it around. The CC is just perfectly timed for what little they actually have, and just Thresh and Maokai.
I mean, they have a lot more than like that. Like Camille does bring some CC. Yasuo does bring some CC as well.
True.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not much, but in these like small skirmishes, like that little bit of CC can make a very big difference.
Yep, and Rift Herald channeled into the bottom lane. Not even getting a slam there, so we'll have
they're gonna
the first charge here on tier 2.
Yeah, is the outer turret sweep gonna be completed by EGD? We'll see what they can wave there under this turret. They're popping the misfortune up, but Brahm's gonna block most of that. And Brahm's gonna give this turret. That's a mighty well. Oh, goodbye, my friends. Goodbye forever. As that was fast. It looks like EGD wants to go big here. They've found 2 kills. They're getting the CC chain out onto Thor. Their health bars are low.
Oh!
Since their Beyblade does get the snipe, that's only a 2nd kill of the game. As Thor is gonna go a little too far forward. A 1 for 3. 2 turrets taken. 10,000 gold lead, 17-2 on the kills.
2 Infernal Drakes. If EGD plays like this every game for the rest of the season, there is no one that can stand this. The crispness of their play is is above the SBL level.
And this is why 2 weeks ago we were talking about this team having the potential to go 10-0. Obviously, the last 2 weeks, a disaster of a week with a sub, and then just a pretty off week last week. But the top end of this team is so far ahead of the top end of every other team in the league. And they're the only team in the league that I trust in all 3 phases. I can trust them in early game, I can trust them in mid game, I can trust them in late game. The other top teams, just I don't trust Ornhub in the early game. They randomly lose games like this, just everywhere on the map. I don't trust Back in our day in the late game. They sometimes get more. I don't trust Back in our day in the mid game, really.
Yeah, it's the mid game. Their late game decision making is fine, but their mid game, it scares me, man. It scares me.
Yeah, but EGD, they just, you have to play so perfect and catch them on off weeks for them to lose. And we've now seen they can bounce back from a loss, which maybe in the long run, losing a regular season game or 2 was a good thing for them.
That's probably a good thing, because like that can really F you if you have a team that like just straight train wrecked through regular season, and then all of a sudden you lose a game, and you're like, oh, we got a best time, we gotta play, you know, 4 more games up to that after this one, and you know the wheels just fall off. But you've seen that happen before.
Yeah, no, this could turn into. I think we're definitely looking at there being some tiebreaker games next week, or very likely to be. As Century GG a long way from home. Hook resets wants to join the kill streak party as Dump Drum maybe on the flank, playing a little too excitedly, but the Mighty Wolf still into pressure. A nice interrupt on the Portugal Tuesday, dominating, wins being dominated, Beyblade being dominated as there's a double kill on the Kaisa as a Gwen is zoning out everyone. They have all blown their flashes, and a Gwen is not done. They knock aside the Beyblade, they kill the Beyblade, and now it's just Thor. You're not even safe in this video game anymore. You might want to go play something single player. As Yasuo also picks up a double kill, we're going to see some base shredding come through for EGT.
If anyone wants like a 5-second clip to summarize what this game's all about, it's the Mighty Wolf channeling his ult, and Hook resets just slapping him in the face with the hook.
Yeah, and
like
this just, it feels like it was a poorly drafted game from Ornhub.
Yeah.
We talked about it early. We thought with the Maokai and the Thresh something was going to be traded, but they didn't have the champion pools to take the trade. We've seen this Maokai is maybe the most defining pick for Enemy Gate is down. And we've seen Hook resets now just hard carry from the support position as Thresh twice.
Yeah, I mean, there's just... Yeah, it really is odd life here. And, oh my god.
Yeah, Dump Drum happy to go in 1 versus 3, and
no, he's not.
He
He's
can't,
alive, man.
Oh my god! Oh, he's
It's okay.
It
We're gonna kill the rest of the team while they're trying to fucking do that. So, Dump Drum's like fucking sailing off into the sunset. Mission accomplished. Middle finger and thumbs up in the air. Like,
guys, the worst part is if your goal is to beat EGD, well, on the win gonna go down. Christmas Tuesday keeps racking up these easy kills. Thresh now trying to get into a kill race. Hook maybe gonna beat a Gwen by the end of this game. But if your goal is to beat Enemy Gate is down, there's only one top laner that can do it. And I don't think Enemy Gate is down is gonna see Craig again this season.
the fucking frag train.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're Ornhub after this game, it's okay, right? It's not like they made these gross, heinous mistakes. They just got outplayed. It just wasn't their day. That's the solace you can take from this.
Yeah.
They didn't play overly bad. They were just trying to play the game that they were trying to play, but EGD was just one step ahead at every turn.
Yeah, I think there was definitely some, like, a few, like, little aggressive plays that just caused everything to snowball out faster and faster. But, no, it definitely is a game where we've just seen EGD play better League of Legends.
Yep, Indoor shutting my theory down by whipping another stage rolling out, but it's gonna be a 5-for-1 EGD running it down mid, no inhibitor, GG. There's the
GG's,
early surrender,
yep.
which I think technically the first surrender of the season, but it was over anyway.
Oh, man.
Wow. That was... Yeah, as you said, Swift, like, right, you called it, like, right after the first few kills, it's like, Ornhub is not a team that loses gracefully.
No, absolutely not.
That I feel summarizes the game to a T.
Wow, I mean, who do you even interview on this team? The whole team?
Dub Drum.
Dub Jump. Yeah, oh yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I was saying Dub Drum or Hook. Like, Dub Drum got those two
I
got
want
the game
to
going
hear
early.
what Dub Drum has to say after that one.
That is fair. That is true. I'm sure. I don't know if it'll be able to compete with the Frag interview I got to have, but I'm sure it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's just see if we can get him on here. I am not getting a response from Dub Drum.
Oh, he needs to download TeamSpeak. No, it's
Unlucky.
TeamSpeak or nothing.
Well, next on the list.
Hook.
Alright, we got Mr. Resets himself hopping on here. It'll be just a moment.
This is really funny because after I watched the interview where we were gonna we were talking about getting some people, and then we pulled in Dub, and then I just cut the stream on him, and he was really pissed at me. I told him, I fucking told him, I'm like, you know what? No, you don't get an interview until you absolutely clap a game. And I go, damn, that was good. Get in here. And it's super funny because yeah, he just clapped a game. I go, damn, that was good. Get in here, and he can't.
Feels bad, man.
Alright, well, Mr. Resets, what doesn't feel bad, man, is that game. EGD with a huge bounce back. Did you guys just win that game in the draft, or did you have to actually play that one out?
After losing the past couple games, we took a very, several hours just thinking about drafting. Our plan to ban out Sensory was because they play a very, around Wolf style, where him and Beyblade can stand pretty far back. So I do think we outdrafted them. The Heimerdinger ban was pretty funny because Tuesday likes to bring that out. I do think our draft was better, but I would like to think that we mechanically beat them as well. It wasn't just the draft.
Yeah, I think we would agree with that sentiment.
Yes.
How tilted were you after that mishook on Thor in the early game?
Oh.
As a Thresh player, I know I'd be pretty tilted.
Because
that actually probably was the kill there. The hook being the difference.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, maybe
I was excited. I was excited to be 2v3ing them at first. But every single missed hook you have on Thresh, that flash hook trying to hit Wolf was real sad. I'm like, alright, we'll just kill Sensory. But, you can't... The thing is, you don't want to just win one battle in this. You need to win all the next ones. I was told to say. And as an Ender's Game fan, the enemy gate is down. Solid.
Oh, is that the reference?
Yeah, it's an Ender's Game reference. Also, the winning all the battles after it was also an Ender's Game reference.
Indeed.
All right. Today I learned.
More you know.
Oh yeah, knowledge is power.
See, now the name isn't as shitty because, on paper, without knowing Ender's Game, that name was terrible. But now with that background knowledge, that's actually a little bit better.
That one hurts a little bit, but Okay, the other name that they were thinking about was they were gonna use my last name, and it was gonna be some meme, freaking Hudak, YGGY was the other name.
Oh my god. So,
See?
okay, the question is, so if you guys
didn't
would have
want
made
it.
that your name, if you had Hudak, and that was your name for your team, what would your record be right now?
Alright, we might not have lost any game, let's be honest.
Okay.
Oh man. All right.
Oh.
Alright. I really wish we had Dub Drum in here because I wanted to. Fuck
he-
it, dude.
he did say
I could
30
be-
seconds.
I could be
Yeah.
Dub Drum.
I
One of you guys want to ask me a Dub Drum question real quick?
I messaged him. I'm asking if he's downloading TeamSpeak
Well,
right now.
How
he said 30 seconds a minute ago.
was Thor a threat to you at all, Dub Jum?
Disconnected from your channel.
Wait.
He's gone. He fucking left.
That's some good cosplay.
Oh my god, that was very good. It's very accurate.
That was impressive.
Well, I guess
Hold on.
bigger picture here.
He's got a download. He's connecting.
Oh my. Okay.
Yep, he's
Connecting. Get him in.
connecting. Apparently,
I think he's finding the. I think he needed the username of the TeamSpeak.
Yeah, I just gave it to him. We'll see.
Come on, Dub.
Well, anyway, while we're waiting
Yeah.
for that,
User joined your channel.
That's
Oh.
Swift.
Ben-
It's also Dub.
Sad.
but-
Sad.
bigger picture here. So I mean, you guys tied for first. You play EGD. You play Dive the Fountain next week. I mean, first seed looking like a real possibility for you guys here. How do you think that plays into your practice and your momentum going into the playoffs?
I was thinking about it a little bit. We were thinking.
We got
I
Dub
think
on
Dub's
mine.
about
He's
here.
TeamSpeak
Yeah,
user.
TeamSpeak user. Hey, does he know the password?
I'll let
I
him
just
know.
messaged him the password.
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
same.
He just got 4 messages.
To answer your question,
User joined your
I think what we
Holy
really need
shit.
to do is look at like one game at a time, and from
Alright.
there move on.
Dub Drum. Was
Oh,
Thor
my God,
ever
if you-
a threat
can I-
to you in
can I-
that game?
Or anything, I just want to say sorry. I had to mute some. Best jungler this season. I just remind everybody about that. So, questions. Lay 'em on me.
Oh, was Thor a threat to you at all?
Fuck no, dude. He played Sedge. That shit's garbage unless you're pro. You can't carry with that shit in the SBL. Get that crap out of here. I think I'm scared of him.
Perfect. Okay. Next Dub question.
When you're walking through the jungle, are you ever worried of the weight of your gigantic dick slowing down your movement speed within the game?
There was definitely a couple moments of shaking with joy. So, like, I couldn't, like, A-click or move. So, like, if that resembles my dick slapping the keyboard, then yes. I think that answers your... Just the amount of excitement and joy of just knowing where to be, killing people. Great. It was so great.
Are you going to win the last SBL?
Well, like, here's the thing that, like, the SBL needs to know.
Uh-oh.
I own a fucking computer now. Everybody is trashed now, okay? I've been playing on a laptop all the fucking time that I've known you guys. So I've been playing at, like, 60 ping, like, 300 ping, dealing, can't fucking, like, move out of skill shots and shit. This PC I got, man, I'm at 30 fucking frames. I'm at 30 fucking ping. I can see everything. I can fucking auto-attack cancel now. I might as well turn it to a Ribbon 1 trick because this fucking mechanical skills are going to be so goddamn good that I'm just going to run over everybody. I don't give a fuck.
Alright, well, you can't argue with 30 frames per second.
Stream!